Hi, my name is Annalisa Pita, and I'm actually looking to adopt for my next child. Uh, the reason being, my last delivery was actually a very traumatic experience. I was bleeding a lot, profusely, multiple blood transfusions, had to get a C-section, and I was actually near the point of actually dying while giving birth to my second son. But luckily, I was able to stabilize. The doctors were able to, keep me alive, and yeah. So, don't want to go through that experience again. So, yeah, adoption just seems like one of the better alternatives than traditional birth. So, and I do really want another third child, hopefully a daughter. So, yeah, that's why I'm looking into adopting for my next child. So, a little bit about myself. I've been married to my wonderful husband Aldwin for 27 years now. 27? A little bit over 27. And fun fact, we actually didn't meet each other in person till like a few days before our marriage, our wedding ceremony. And so you probably guessed it, yes, uh, we're an arranged marriage couple. How that came to be, I'll let you in on that. So his parents actually used to live in the same town as me. I used to live in Pangasinan area in Philippines, and yeah, they used to live in the other end of town, but they eventually moved to Hawaii, to look for the whole new better life, work the plantations. But his mom and my mom were like BFFs, and so they kept in touch, and yeah, that's how we got to know each other. So when we came of age, and it was around that time for me to start looking for a husband. Because in where I came from, arranged marriages weren't like different, or like it was actually the norm compared to like in Western areas, like where my husband was. Arranged marriages weren't really a common thing anymore. And so when he was pitched the idea, he kind of actually was like hesitant about it at first. But on my end, I was all up for it because it was normal down there. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm down with it. But he wasn't. But eventually, he changed his view, and yeah, that's how we started to exchange pictures, so we could actually have an idea of what we looked like at each other. And he would actually make phone calls to me. Um, so we had this long distance relationship for like a year before we married, and while conversating, at the time I wasn't really too proficient at English, and him being from here, Hawaii, he had a very thick pidgin accent, so it was actually really hard for me to converse with him at first because pidgin's not actually really English, just really broken English. So I was very much confused when he was talking to me most of the time in the beginning. But eventually, in time, I start to pick up on words, and I honed my English and my pidgin through him. And yeah, so we flew in, and we got to actually go on dates for 3 days before actual marriage. He wasn't very romantic. I'll let you know on that real quick. But he tried, and he took me out on dates, and we went to the capital city of Manila, and we got married. And soon afterwards, he brought me back to Hawaii to start a new life, and I was able to bring my mom along the ride too. So yeah, we started a new life here in his mother's house in Eva, and thankfully they were able to watch our kid Christian, which we had kind of almost immediately when I got there. So thankfully, like I said earlier, they were able to watch our son, and I was able to go find a job too. I started working at the State Department of Taxes and whatnot. Alvin was working in the military at the time, so we were able to pull in both incomes, and we were able to get our house and start a new life. But yeah, so I really can't wait to hopefully adopt our third child. And like I said earlier, I don't want to do it the traditional way, the whole life traumatic experience thing, but looking forward to hopefully having a daughter one day.